Yes, it is. It's the Solomon Project, where it's not how much you make, it's how much you keep that counts. I'm your host, Richard Burns. Welcome to another, wow, it made me cough up, Whip It Out Wednesday. Gotta whip it out for you guys. In the description below, you have two links. You have the link for Acorns, and you got the link for Webull. One has more things that you can do than the other, which is Webull. And also Webull will provide you with up to 20 free stocks. Up to. Of course, it all depends on how much you deposit, which is key. Acorns, you sign up with Acorns and they will provide you with a certain amount of, and I'm checking right now just to make sure how much they're willing to offer. Hopefully it'll pop up. Butter. I don't see it right away, but all that means is that I'm going to have to go to the screenshot from the other person. Understand that, let me see. One AJ CJ about 7 of the people that I have in the group, no, maybe 6 people that I have in the group are related to me. Butter. And so you got those two links. You've got the link for Acorns, and you have the link for Webull whenever you choose to start, if you haven't started already, or you want to engage in a different way from what's offered in your 401k. Man, I got lyrics. That was a bar right there. Let's put that aside for a minute. Don't forget, this is not financial advice. This is not investment advice. This is not tax advice. Keep that in mind. This is for your entertainment purposes only. Now, if you haven't started yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Now, here's the difference. Many retirement accounts are being managed for you. But in all honesty, nobody's going to manage your money the way you will manage your own money. So I would encourage that people set up their own accounts so that they can manage their own, purchase their own, do with their dividends as they want to. Now, what I do with dividends, I reinvest them right away. And there are ways to get that done right on the platforms that I just mentioned. Well, Acorn will do that automatically. Webull, you can set it up to get that done automatically. You have more freedom to do more things, and there are more tools that you can use to enhance your profits. Careful. Be very careful, because greed is a mother lover. Greed will take you down, and fear will not allow you to move forward. Is that why a lot of you aren't starting? Is that why a lot of you aren't clicking on those links? Is that the reason? Fear? Well, I started back in 1996. I took a risk. I took a chance. I received a handwritten page offering to sell me my first stock ever, which was very important because with that one stock, I was eligible to participate in direct purchasing and dividend reinvesting. One share. That's all I needed was one share. And here it was. A handwritten letter. How professional is that? A handwritten letter? What are you kidding? You must be joking, right? Well, listen, I forget what the amount was. I forget exactly which stock I bought first. But I went and I sent the money anyway. I sent a money order. I purchased a money order and sent them for the amount. It was the price of the stock, the fee associated with the selling of that stock, the total amount. I sent it in. End the story. 2 weeks later, I get an actual stock certificate. Legit. 100% legit. How do I know it's legit? I went to a bank and asked, is this legit? They said, absolutely. This is 100% legit. How did you get this? Because usually, and you'll discover this once you click on that link, one of the two links, usually what happens is that they don't send you a stock certificate. What happens is that the brokerage registers the stock to your name in there under your account, but it's held in what's called street name. Street name is a way that can expedite any transaction because they don't need to get your signature every time they do a transaction. So let's start with this. Let's start with this Acorn account. Again, this is another relative, and I have no idea why I can't pop this screenshot up. Frustrating. Anyway, right now she's got $713 in this account. How it works? She's investing $1 a day. $713, $1 a day. Now I'm going to show you another account that's $1 a day, and that's in the Robinhood account. Now, what's the difference between doing that in the Acorns and doing that in Robinhood? First of all, Acorns is pretty much set it and forget it. The only thing you can do is buy or sell stocks and ETFs. Most of the stuff that they will invest in are ETFs, exchange traded funds. Now, here's a major difference between Acorns and Robinhood. With Acorns, you can choose to have Acorns sweep your account for any pennies or any cents left over. They'll scoop those cents and invest them right away. I don't know if Robinhood has a feature like that, but Acorns definitely has that. What you do is you choose to link your Acorns account with one of the debit cards that you spend, or maybe more than one, I'm not sure. But you definitely link it with a debit card that you use on a regular basis, and every time you swipe and there's some cents left over, Acorns takes care of that. Snatches it up. Snatches it right up. So right now, what the screenshot is showing me, I don't know what the hell they did here, but they did it. So they're up to $714.95. Again, this is a relative of mine. She doesn't make a whole lot of money. It took a while to convince her, but she finally did it. And now she's participating. And it's $1 a day. Has her life changed so dramatically? doing $1 a day. Well, it has in a positive way. She doesn't even, oh, okay. So her account is up 4.6% year to date. So since January, her account has been up 4.6%. 4.6%. That's not bad. 4.6%. So whenever she goes out to wherever she goes, dollar store, Family Dollar, wherever she shops, local groceries, because she lives in New York, again, Acorns comes, and if it's not a whole dollar amount and there's some cents left over, Acorns snatches it up. She chose to do that. Acorns snatches it up and it invests it. Now, if you notice, when you go eat in certain places or purchase certain things in certain places, you'll notice that whatever machine that you either use your card by using the chip or sliding or whatever the case is, or tapping, many times they'll ask you if you will round up the remaining change and donate it to some cause. Well, in this case, Acorns is donating it to a cause also, your own account. And I'll never understand why people give in to those requests. Why are these people asking the poor and working class to support them financially? The wealthy's got more than enough. The wealthy has more than enough. They can take care of these people without a problem, and it won't even impact them. Let's go over to Robinhood. $1 a day. Okay? Let's pull up this screenshot right here. Okay, this is the one that I showed last week. Another relative. And now it's at $244.45. I don't remember what it was last week. I'm not going to fumble around to try to find the other picture. But here you can see up more than 9% year to date. So since January, it's up more than 9% year to date. Again, $1 a day, $7 a week. That's the minimum interval that you can deposit. So if a week is the minimum interval, then it has to be $7, right? Because there's 7 days in a week. $1 a day, $7 a week. And in Robinhood, I don't know if Robinhood does this or not. I haven't really interacted with Robinhood in a very long time. I was disappointed with them for a while because whenever there was an issue, you can never talk to a human being. So I kind of lean back from that. But from what I understand, Robinhood definitely has people that you can actually talk to. And with Robinhood, again, I don't know if they have that sweep or not. However, again, $1 a day, $7 a week. The beautiful thing is that with those two accounts, the money gets transferred automatically right out of their account because it's set up that way. It's automatic. And again, excuse after excuse after excuse. It is unbelievable. That's what distinguishes. That's why there's a 2% and a 98%. 2% is not characteristic of where they are financially. It has nothing to do with that. I know you hear these terms floating around constantly about the 1%ers, the 5%ers, 2%ers, 10%ers, whatever. In this case, when I speak about 2%ers, I'm not talking about what your status is financially. It's got nothing to do with that. Let's search now. And this, okay. Some of you that have been with me for a while know who Tony T is. For those of you who do not know, he gave me permission to show his account. Gave me permission to show his account. Here's his Roth IRA. See if I remember correctly. I'm not sure which one. Well, here's his Roth IRA. It's performing at 14% year to date. So since January, he's up 14%. This is a real excuse killer right here. I'm trying to remember which one. I think it was this one. He opened up this Roth IRA with $50 about 2 years ago and has not deposited one penny since. I think he opened up the Roth IRA with $50, and it's at $1,934.67. $50, 2 years, he hasn't deposited not one penny. So he's up to $1,934 without depositing one penny. Excuse killer. Let's move on to another excuse killer, brought to you by Tony T again. So he opened up this account with $500 and didn't deposit another penny. The Roth IRA is a retirement account. This is an individual account. It's a regular account. Year to date, it's up 6%. But he told me that that's year to date, but if you tap on all, I think you guys can see it on the bottom there, all. If you tap on all, his portfolio is performing at a rate of 23% since the time he opened it up. Again, he deposited $500 and did not put a single penny in 2 years ago, and now he's got $3,460. Did not deposit a penny since. Tony admitted that prior to meeting me, he was looking for a way to learn. And when he stumbled upon, when he met me and started learning from me, he took off. The fact that he learned from me is not the big thing. The big thing, and what makes him and all those other relatives of mine and a couple of people who aren't relatives, what makes them 2%ers is that they came to the conclusion that yes, this tool is definitely important. I'm referring to the stock market. It's definitely an important tool. And they overcame their fear, because a lot of people are afraid. They overcame their fear and decided to take that step. They overcame that fear. Tony T is college educated, but not in the world of finance. That was not his thing. His thing had nothing to do with money, with finance, with economics. Had nothing to do with that. My siblings, with the exception of one, didn't complete college, but all the others were high school graduates, with the exception of one who didn't graduate high school. And yet, they're participating. And I show them here. Often, I show their account. I'm not going to go into it right now because the truth with an F at the end, okay? Jeez. The truth is that the most important thing is overcoming that fear and taking that step. That first step is crucial. Some of them may not have the means, or they're just afraid. And they're putting in very low amounts, like $1 a day. Very low amounts. And that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Once you start, you're more than likely going to need some help. More than likely. And the real help, swatting away these mosquitoes, the real help is not teaching you all the fancy stuff. That's not the real help. The real help is the mindset. That's the real help that you need. Establishing the correct mindset and controlling your emotions so that you don't allow greed and fear to dictate what you're going to do with your power, your money. Remember, that's a transfer of power. You're transferring power from one institution to another, to an institution that's going to allow you to make decisions with your power to create more power. To create employees that work for you, employees that create more employees, aka your dividends. And with time and with the proper guidance, you can do very well. Step number 1. Tap on that link. Step number 2. If you need guidance, don't be afraid to ask. I make myself available. I'm not going to teach you a whole curriculum, but I will definitely give you guidance with regards to your mindset, with regards to the psychology. But if you don't take that step, you're going to see where all these people are that I keep featuring. You're going to see where they wind up. And as time goes by, you're going to be the one kicking yourself in the butt. So don't put on any steel-toed boots and kick yourself in the butt with that, because that's going to hurt. But with that, I'm going to let you go. Stay fresh. And you know what? You know what I'm about to say. So don't even, just don't. Stay fresh. Keep it profitable. Now I just need Kitty if I can find it. Kitty, where? Oh my goodness, Kitty's out there in the hood. Peace.
Arabam Dacia, seviyorum çift kalem aça. Göremedi kimseden fayda. İşler